The silent morning habit that damages your heart without you knowing. You wake up, pour yourself a hot cup of coffee, and reach for your favorite breakfast, maybe cereal, toast, or a quick breakfast bar. Seems innocent, right? But here's the problem. Most of us are unknowingly starting our day with foods that slowly chip away at our heart health, bite by bite. It doesn't happen overnight. There's no instant chest pain, no obvious red flag. In this video, we're going to uncover the truth. The 5 most common breakfast foods silently weakening your heart, ranked from bad to worst. Some of them are marketed as whole grain or heart smart, but the science says otherwise. Let's begin with the first silent offender, one you've probably been eating for years. Food 5. Instant oatmeal packets. The sugar trap in disguise. Oatmeal sounds healthy, right? And it can be when it's plain, steel-cut, and unprocessed. But those flavored instant oatmeal packets you find on grocery shelves, they're a heart hazard hiding behind a healthy label. Here's why. Most instant oatmeals are filled with refined oats which spike your blood sugar, added sugars up to 3 teaspoons per packet, and preservatives that your heart definitely didn't ask for. A 2021 study, published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, found that breakfasts high in refined carbs and added sugar can lead to increased triglycerides, elevated LDL cholesterol, and higher risk of heart inflammation. And the worst part, because it's marketed as whole grain, people over 50 often trust it as heart healthy, when in reality, it can lead to midday crashes, sugar cravings, and long-term damage to blood vessels. What to do instead? Switch to plain, unsweetened steel-cut or rolled oats. Add cinnamon, berries, and a handful of walnuts, all of which are shown to actively protect the heart. Knees. This is just the beginning. The juice that sounds healthy, but spikes your risk for heart disease. It's chilled, it's colorful. It says 100% natural or no added sugar on the label. And for decades, it's been the go-to drink with every breakfast. Orange juice. Sounds innocent. But if you're over 60 and still starting your mornings with a big glass of OJ, your heart may be paying the price. Let's break this down. The problem with orange juice isn't just sugar. It's what happens inside your arteries. Even when it says no added sugar, the natural sugars in orange juice are still highly concentrated. When you juice fruit, you remove all the fiber, the thing that slows down sugar absorption and protects your blood vessels. What's left? A liquid sugar bomb that floods your system. Within minutes of drinking it, your blood sugar spikes. Insulin shoots up to try to control the flood, and repeated over time. This leads to inflammation in the blood vessels, arterial stiffness, and even insulin resistance, a major heart disease driver. A 2022 review in the British Medical Journal linked daily fruit juice consumption to a 21% increased risk of cardiovascular disease, particularly in older adults. Even worse, most seniors assume it's a healthy choice, but without the fiber and with all the sugar, it's not much better than soda in how it affects your heart. Here's the deceptive labels. Manufacturers know people want to feel like they're making smart choices. That's why they add terms like 100% juice, all natural, no sugar added. But what they don't tell you is that a 12-ounce glass of orange juice contains as much sugar as 3 glazed donuts, and almost no fiber to offset the damage. What to do instead? If you love the taste of oranges, eat a whole orange instead. You get the juice plus the fiber, which helps protect your blood vessels. Or replace your morning drink with infused water. Lemon, cucumber, and mint are refreshing and heart-friendly. Even green tea is a better option. It's been shown to improve blood vessel function and reduce LDL oxidation, 2 key factors in heart disease prevention. The whole grain lie. When healthy cereal isn't so heart-friendly after all. It's crunchy, comes in a colorful box, and probably has a heart symbol or a checkmark stamped right on the front. You pour it into a bowl, add some milk, maybe a few berries, and feel good about your healthy breakfast choice. We're talking about breakfast cereal, specifically the whole grain cereals marketed as Heart Smart. But here's the truth that millions of people over 60 don't know. Many popular cereals claiming to protect your heart are actually weakening it. Let's dig into why. Nuthas, whole grain, yes, but also highly processed and high glycemic. Just because a cereal is labeled whole grain doesn't mean it's unprocessed or healthy. In fact, the majority of popular breakfast cereals, even those branded for older adults, are heavily refined, stripped of natural fiber, and spiked with sugars or sugar substitutes. This means that instead of giving your heart the fiber it craves to stay healthy, you're often delivering a fast sugar hit that creates a blood sugar roller coaster. And every time your blood sugar spikes and crashes, your inflammation markers go up, your triglycerides rise, your arteries take a hit, and over time, your heart becomes more vulnerable. A 2020 study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that older adults who regularly consumed high glycemic breakfast grains had a 34% higher risk of heart disease, even when they were whole grain labeled. Let's look at some specific examples. Some of the most popular healthy cereals eaten by seniors, even those with high cholesterol, include Raisin Bran Honey Oats, multi-grain flakes, fiber-enhanced granola clusters. Yes, they sound good, but they often contain 12 to 18 grams of sugar per serving. That's 3 to 4 teaspoons of sugar before you even add milk. And it doesn't stop there. Many of these cereals are coated in sugar or syrup, then baked at high temperatures, creating compounds known as AGEs, advanced glycation end products. These AGEs are well known in medical research for accelerating arterial stiffening, cellular aging, and even damage to the heart muscle itself. What happens inside your body? Let's say you eat a bowl of sweet, healthy cereal every morning. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. 1. You get a sugar spike. Blood vessels constrict slightly. 2. Insulin surges to lower the sugar, causing a crash. 3. You may feel sluggish mid-morning, crave more sugar, or even get moody. 4. Meanwhile, your arteries are under repeated oxidative stress, making them stiffer and less flexible over time. This is how something as innocent as breakfast cereal can chip away at your heart health one bowl at a time. What to eat instead? So what should you eat to truly support your heart? Try steel-cut oats, not instant, topped with walnuts and berries, chia pudding soaked overnight in almond milk and cinnamon, plain Greek yogurt with a handful of seeds and a drizzle of raw honey. These give you slow-release carbs, heart-protecting fiber, and nutrients like magnesium and potassium that help regulate blood pressure. Fruit juices, the healthy morning drink that's overworking your heart. You wake up. You reach for a glass of orange juice, maybe apple or grape. It feels like the right choice, full of vitamins, sunshine in a cup, and even labeled 100% natural. But here's the problem. Fruit juice is one of the most misleading breakfast habits for heart health, especially after 60. Even if it's organic, even if it's not from concentrate, even if there's no added sugar. Here's what happens. When you start the day with juice. 1. You're flooding your bloodstream with fructose. Fruit juices remove all the fiber from the original fruit, so that glass of oranges isn't giving you the slow-release energy of real fruit. It's hitting your bloodstream like soda, and your body has to scramble to deal with the sugar load. 2. Your liver gets stressed. Fructose is processed in the liver. Too much, especially in liquid form, can lead to fat buildup in the liver and increased triglycerides, both major risks for heart disease. 3. Your blood sugar surges, then crashes. This early spike makes you tired, hungry again fast, and sets up a day of unhealthy cravings, which often leads to poor heart choices later in the day. How much sugar are we talking about? 1 cup 8 ounces of orange juice has 21 grams of sugar, more than a Krispy Kreme donut. Grape juice, nearly 36 grams per cup. Apple juice, around 24 grams per cup. And again, that's with zero fiber to slow it down. Better alternatives: infused water, cucumber, lemon, or mint, unsweetened herbal tea. Or if you love fruit in the morning, eat the whole fruit with skin and pulp. It gives you fiber, slower sugar release, and natural satiety, all while protecting your heart rather than stressing it. Flavored yogurts, the sweet trap that's aging your arteries. Yogurt is marketed like a health food hero, packed with probiotics, calcium, and protein. And while plain, unsweetened yogurt can be a heart-healthy choice, flavored yogurt, the kind you find in most grocery store fridges, is a completely different story. Especially if you're over 60, this so-called healthy breakfast could be silently hardening your arteries and fueling dangerous inflammation. Let's break it down. What's really inside that cup of fruit-flavored yogurt. A typical 6 ounces 170 g container of flavored yogurt often contains 24 grams of added sugar. That's nearly 6 teaspoons of sugar. And that's in one tiny cup. Artificial sweeteners and preservatives. Many low-fat versions swap out real fat for aspartame, sucralose, or sorbitol, chemicals linked to insulin resistance and even mood swings. Fruit flavoring, not real fruit. That strawberry swirl. It's often fruit concentrate, high fructose corn syrup, or natural flavorings, with zero fiber or actual fruit benefit. What this does to your heart. After 61. Sugar overload in disguise. The sugar spikes your blood glucose, which raises inflammatory markers like CRP, C-reactive protein, known to accelerate arterial plaque buildup. 2. It creates oxidative stress. Especially harmful in aging blood vessels, oxidative stress stiffens arteries and makes your heart work harder than it should. 3. Disrupts gut-heart connection. The added chemicals and sweeteners can damage gut flora, which studies have shown plays a major role in regulating blood pressure, cholesterol, and heart inflammation. But isn't yogurt supposed to help you? Yes, but only the right kind. Flavored yogurt is a food industry illusion, sold as heart-healthy, but packed with sugar levels that rival dessert. What to eat instead? Plain Greek yogurt, unsweetened, high in protein, lower in sugar, and great for gut health. Top with real fruit berries, sliced kiwi, or chopped apple adds sweetness and fiber. Add cinnamon or chia seeds. These help with flavor, blood sugar control, and digestion. Pro tip: if you've been eating yogurt thinking it's helping your cholesterol or blood pressure, but it's sweetened or fruit-flavored, it may be sabotaging your heart health without you knowing it. Switching to a whole, unsweetened version with real food toppings is one of the easiest ways to eliminate a heart stressor and replace it with a healing breakfast.